All right, let's talk about some good news. Brookhaven swaps land with developer, preserving 152 acres in Manorville. So we're going to have 152 acres of what looks like could be pine barrens remain untouched. So this is another article in Newsday about the pine barrens. At least they talk about the pine barrens. Forget about Channel 12; they hardly talk about it all. But it says Brookhaven Town has acquired 152 wooded acres in Manorville that officials say will remain undeveloped, protecting great horned owls, white-tailed deer, and other creatures. At least Brookhaven is doing the right thing. The town's acquisition of the parcel in the northwest corner of Mauritius Middle Island Road and Weeks Avenue completes a swap with a Yonkers developer that was a key to the development of the, old abandoned Meadows. It's the development of the Meadows mixed-use project on the former abandoned Parr Meadows horse racing site at William Floyd Parkway in Yaphank. So it was an abandoned site, wasn't really in its natural state anyway. So it's been swapped for land that is, so that land can be preserved. Brookhaven acquired the land without even paying for it, a process known as a transfer of development rights. This arrangement helps the town preserve environmental sensitivity while permitting developer Rose Bredlin Associates to complete the Meadows Brookhaven, which is again at the former site of the old Parr Meadows. There was an abandoned racetrack at one time. Yaphank. Used to be a lot of They used to have a big horse racing thing like Belmont Lake, but it was abandoned. Not Belmont Park. We have videos of screech owls on the property and fox drinking out of a watering hole. So it's a beautiful piece of property that we can preserve long into the future without a capitalized cost to the taxpayers. Rose Bredlin spokesman Brian Ferrugi, I'm sure if I'm pronouncing that right, Ferragari, said the company never had any plans for the property, which is in the compatible growth area of the Pine Barrens, where development faces strict limitations under state law. They're not that strict. Panico said the company could have built a warehouse on 60% of the land. The swap enabled Rose Bredlin to build an additional 152 housing units at the Meadows. The project, which is nearing completion, it will include a total of nearly 1,000 homes, a hotel, assisted living facilities, ball fields, and a retail center. Our project is a prime example of how responsible development and preservation can coexist. The Manorville property is one of the 15 major parcels included in the Pine Barren Society's Best of the Rest list of land that should be permanently preserved for open space protection, said Richard Amper, the Riverhead non-profit's executive director. While grateful to have the property protected, Amper said he worries it is vulnerable to the spate of illegal dumping that has plagued similar remote Pine Barrens properties. Yes, we have a big issue with that. And the DEC is really slow to act on it. We have to take care of the land, he said. This is going to have the biggest impact on the East End that we've had in a decade, so it would be useful to get it right. The Pine Barrens sprawl over 105,000 acres in the towns of Brookhaven, Riverhead, and Southampton. A state commission supervises the area and coordinates patrols with its own officers as well as the state, Suffolk County, and town law enforcement agencies. In addition to the Brookhaven Town Board on Thursday voted 6-0 to boost fines for illegal dumping in the Pine Barrens and elsewhere. All right, that's good. So Brookhaven Town is doing the right thing. I wish Riverhead was cared about the Pine Barrens as much. Panico said town staff would keep an eye on the Manorville property, adding that there's a town highway department depot nearby. It's a credit to the town that we have so much open space. We have taken steps to curtail illegal dumping, and we will take more. It's an issue that is not limited to only the town of Brookhaven. The Brookhaven Town Board voted 6-0 on Thursday to impose stiffer fines for illegal dumping in public areas such as the Pine Barrens. So now it's going to go from $500 to $5,000. That's a little more like it. Maximum fines boosted to $10,000 per occurrence and a prison sentence for 15 days. Yes. So you dump in the Pine Barrens, you're going to go to jail, and that's the way it should be. Exactly. So let's talk about the area that they are preserving. This is in Manorville. It is on, northwest corner of Mauritius Middle Island Road and Weeks Avenue. So let's find Mauritius Middle Island Road. And by the way, this is the former old, there's no remnants of it now, but there used to be a large abandoned horse racing track here. Pretty large. It was it was completely abandoned. So now they have this new, it's probably not affordable housing. Maybe there is affordable housing, but this is unfortunately the middle of nowhere. If you do build affordable housing, it's not going to really have access. There is absolutely no transportation over here, which is a shame. They even have a Walmart supercenter that you can't even get to. And there are no plans from Suffolk Transit to serve this area, which is really ridiculous. But let's get to the matter at hand. So here's Weeks Avenue and Merchants Mart. So it's this northwest corner, this whole area right here. So these Barrens right here, this whole area here is now going to be preserved, which is very good news. Unfortunately, this is also an area that's been hit by the beetles kind of hard, but hopefully they can preserve that. But this is a nice area of Pine Barrens that we can now enjoy. I don't know what this was. It looks like there's remnants of something here. But yeah, this is a nice area of Pine Barrens that we can go. So it's this area here, 152 acres. So it's mostly this area right here that's been preserved. So look, and this is some good news here. So let's go take a look at what the area looks like. And yeah, here you go. So this is the Pine Barrens. So this is the area that we now can hike in. New area, though. It's not. There's not much bus service over here, so I don't know, but it's a nice area. And you can see here, it looks pretty piney. I see a lot of green here on the map. So, well, hopefully, these images are old, unfortunately. They don't show, they don't update. Unfortunately, we lost this. You can thank, again, the previous governor, Governor Cuomo, for vetoing a bill that would have protected these pines. Now it's a solar array over here. Anyway, so that's the good news coming from Brookhaven Town. It's good to see some areas of the Pine Barrens being preserved. You know, I know they do a lot. That's something they do in New Jersey like all the time, but it's good to see it here being done here as well. So I imagine it's this area right here. Again, pretty area over here. You can see, look at the trash though. So that's the challenge that they were talking about here. That we have to watch out for. So that is going to wrap up this video. Thank you for watching.